Hey, welcome to day 3. Our song today is Here by Mumford & Sons. This is one of my favorite songs and it's from their newest album. And this is in the key of G. So on the chord side, very simple, very easy to play. But what can make it fun and kind of plunky and folky and Western is the finger picking pattern. And this is a lot of fun to do. So this finger picking pattern, we will, and this is kind of like what I talk about in the intro video, I'm not going to use the letters people typically do. If we did, it would look like big P, I, little p, and then I don't even know how you would indicate you're doing a double pull again. So what I am saying is thumb, index, thumb, middle ring finger. What we're going to do is your thumb is moving from the root to the 4th string when the chord you're playing is not D. What does that mean? What does that look like? What we're gonna do, and I'm gonna start by showing you G, is thumb, index, thumb, double pull. Thumb, index, thumb on the 4th string, double pull. Root, thumb, index, 4th string, thumb, double pull. Root, thumb, index, 4th string, double pull. That's the G. C would obviously be root string on 5, root string, index, 4th string, double pull. And then D is just the 4th string the whole time. So if that's easier to start practicing with, go ahead and do your D for a little bit. Thumb, index, thumb, double pull. And I call this pattern the alternating thumb because your thumb is moving and you keep returning to your thumb. And so practice those, practice doing the actual pattern with the different chords. And then as you feel comfortable, we'll dive into the song. So we're gonna go, it's a pretty solid pattern on here from G to C, G to D, at least for the entire first verse. Here's my final serenade. Here's a gun and here's a blade. Here's a picture that I saved for too long. Here's my credit card and key, and the reason I won't find peace. Here's a song I should not complete for too long. Here's my pride and here's my shame. Here's a trophy that bears my name. Here's all the mistakes I've made for too long. Here's the answers I never gave. Here's the calls I should have made. Here's the substance that I crave for too long. So as you can see, I do root, thumb, index, then thumb on the 4th, and then double pull. That's for G. And then E minor is root, thumb on 5. D, your root thumb is 4, so you just leave it there. And C is root thumb 5. So that's how you kind of give it a folky, plucky sound for here, and you just keep going through that for the entire song.